Ad Astra. Think you can get away? Let's play! Here we go!
There is no escape!
Time for takeoff. Gee!
Shine down!
Let's play!
Illusion shattered!
Think you can get away? Brace yourself!
Shine down! Torn to oblivion! Illusion shattered!
Time for takeoff. Let's play. Ad Astra. Thank you for
There is no escape!
Crumble!
Illusion shattered!
Rise!
Heyo. Welcome back. Ah! Just on the grind, on the usual grind. Ooh. Is something wrong? No. I mean, it's pretty much just like normal, you know. I mean, I'm just kind of tired. But I'm like always tired, so.
Shine down! knowest hate.
Yeah, I'm just mentally tired all the time. I'm also a little depressed, you know, just like usual. You know, I mean it's pretty much standard.
Shine down.
Have you heard of Tower of Fantasy?
Illusion
Yes.
shattered.
I'm gonna try it out when it becomes public, of course. But yeah, it doesn't look as good as Genshin. Not gonna lie. I don't like the way it looks as much as Genshin. Finally, gotcha. I can customize my character. True. And what's funny is that people actually customize their characters to look like Genshin characters. Like one of the top customized characters is Hatsune Miku, obviously, but Hu Tao too. Like they have the twin tails and the brown hair and the red eyes. I mean, yeah, I could show you, but just think, it looks like Hu Tao, but without the hat and with like futuristic clothing, I guess. But yeah, true. True, custom character poggers. Let's see, is there anything else that I need to do? Oh, teapot. Teapot stuff. I hope we have... Okay. Like, you're saying in the character customization you want buff men? Or are you saying in the game? Like in the story? Oh. Yeah, I'm not actually sure.
This round.
Maybe you can. I just know, I mean, most people are going to choose females, obviously. And I'm thinking you can probably whatchamacallit? Like you can probably switch your character, change the way your character looks like mid-game. Like you go to like a barber or something and you can change the way your character looks at any time.
If you ever had
Just like in Skyrim. And they don't have that in Genshin. That's something that that's another thing that I don't like about Genshin is what if I want to be Lumine? What if I want to be Lumine? Okay. Great, I can just do this. Like, what if I want to be Lumine? Okay. I'm just not allowed to. I just literally can't. Why can't I switch the character? Why can't I switch which main character I chose? I seriously don't understand. Oh, let's check. Let's check to see if it's fixed. Oh, big surprise. Who's that girl? Which one? Sorry, I'm like clearing my throat and it sounds like trash. The black socks. Okay. I'll get to it. Okay, it has respawned. This one? Or this one? Oh, the boots. Yeah. Yeah, I guess they... Actually, I don't think they are boots. Wait. Who is she? It's, she's the god of the Lightning Nation.
Solidify.
There is no escape.
Obviously, yes, she is, appealing. She's, attractive.
Motion to compel.
She's made to be attractive, of course, to be sold in a gacha game.
Shine down.
Yeah, I mean, is she a completely fan service character? Not really a completely fan service character. Why are there never any ugly god girls? Because China. Because people. I mean, really because money.
Solidify.
Like, people don't want to.
There is no escape.
People don't want to play as an ugly character. Also, look. Watch this. She pulls a sword out of her boobs. Are you ready?
Now you shall perish.
Wasn't that sick? Yeah, they seriously... I want to play as an ugly goblin granny. Got it. Hey, fair. Fair? Fair, dude? 3. Gosh dang. Now I actually have to do it again. Fudge, man. Yeah, I mean, there's definitely a lot more character diversity, character design diversity in Western games. Because yeah, some people do want to play as like an abomination, like a freaking ugly fat monster with like whatchamacallit? You know, with like what are they even called? Yeah, with like like pustules all over their body and like just gross. I mean, some people want to play as characters like that in the West. Do you prefer flat chest or big booba? Okay. I prefer flat. I prefer flat. I mean, here's the thing. Obviously, in real life, if a girl likes me, I'll probably be attracted to her, regardless of what she looks like. I mean, unless... Yeah, I mean... Regardless of what she looks like, obviously there's like a limit. There's like a cutoff or a threshold. Like within reasonable, I'm talking about reasonably, regardless of what she looks like. But in anime, it's kind of like I mean, there's like a range of of breast size that I think is attractive. For like for fictional characters, I'm more particular, but when it comes to real life, I'm not because I can't really afford to be picky about that crap. I don't know why I am even talking about this. Okay, I'm not gonna read that out loud. But I'm pretty sure they can, just not that much. Or just like not easily or something. No, I'm not gonna say it. I'm not gonna say it out loud. I'm not gonna say the last two things you said.
Shine down.
Do it for your VIP. Okay, fine. Yeah, Life Alert said, I like men with big perky packs. And I wish men could lactate. Very odd desires, I'd say. Well, I mean, the first one I can understand if you actually like men, but the second one is a little bit... Second one is a little bit odd. I mean, I'm pretty sure they can, just not a lot. Or just, like, it's not good. You know, like you... yeah, it's not good. It's like not... It's not good. Wow. Cool, now I have 2 left over. That's sick. Turn that into soundbite now. No. No, I'm not going to. I mean, it's forever on my archive now. So if you want to go listen to me say it again, then you can go to my archive channel and watch the clip over and over and over again. You know, I really like something that I've noticed is that when you shoot projectiles and they hit the collision box that's supposed to destroy them, all their particles also get destroyed. Like, all those feathers get destroyed. I mean, it's an interesting decision for sure. What else was I gonna do today? What else was I gonna spend my resin on, that is? What if your dad had his ear to the door and was listening? That would be weird. First off, that would be weird. Second off, I would say that I'm just repeating what you typed because I am just repeating what you typed. Oh, fudge. Okay, I just teleport straight there. Yeah, let me check what else I have to do today. I don't have to do anything, but Well, what else I want to spend my resin on today? Today's Thursday? Yes. Oh, nothing. There's literally nothing. So, Mora. I guess I'm just farming Mora. Okay, I'll just go over here. Woo! Woo! Yay! Bing bong.
Brace yourself. I heard you. Think you can get away? Over here. Inazuma shines eternal. Be gone. There is no escape. Here we go. Time for
She is
takeoff.
not having a fun time. They're really not having a fun time.
Let's play.
Oh my gosh, that dropped so much.
Think you can get away? Yahoo! There is no escape.
This is-
Now you shall perish.
Is that purple circle from the Booba guide? Yes. Yep. Yeah, she has a mechanic where whenever people gain energy, so particles, like if you attack an enemy, then you get particles, or if you use your skill on an enemy, like your E here, right here. If you use it on an enemy, then it's gonna generate particles. And that charges like your alt, basically. So like this, like that's her alt. And like this.
Time for
Okay,
takeoff.
I'll just do it. That's his alt. This is his alt. Do you use Hu Tao because you like her? Yes. Yup. That's pretty much it. I mean, she's also a good character. That's Chad. Thank you. Yeah, I mean, she's also a good character, so... Like... how do I say this? Yeah, like... She is like one of the best damage dealers, one of the best DPS characters as well, so it's not like I'm sacrificing anything. I mean, I use Yanfei because I like her as well. She's not one of the best. And I use Razor because I like him, and he's not one of the best, so I guess... Do you use Venti because he's flat? Nope. I use Venti because he's broken. Because he's one of the best support characters. I mean, most of these characters I use because they're just really good for clearing stuff in the game.
Stabilize.
Shine down.
Bing bong, bing bong. She looks fun, Yanfei. True. Yeah, she is pretty fun. I mean, her gameplay is a little bit repetitive. But yeah, I mean, it's fun.
There is no escape.
Repetitive but fun. Like, look, when I... Okay, did you see that? So, look, boom. I get particles. Did you see that? And then it charges up the ring here. So, you see there are, like, circles here. That means it's charged up. Which means that does more damage. Like, her boob sword does more damage.
Illusion shattered.
And now it reset. You see how the circles aren't there anymore?
Stabilize.
Is there... Wait. Whoa. I'm gonna BRB. Don't answer yet till... I'll tell you when I'm back. Okay. Sure. Hey, Patrice. Okay, great. We can't have any more delays. We need to move on to the verification stage as soon as possible. Worst comes to worst. I'll do it myself. Research halted temporarily due to accidental injury. I think that'll buy me some time. As long as I don't lose my life, I'll call it a better trade than having to go to core back home. I have no clue what he's talking about, obviously. What's he talking to himself about? Let's go say hi. Hello, Patrice. Plainclothes Millilith. Here to kick me out? Already shown my field inspection permit. I did not enter any restricted areas. If you don't believe me, go ask that black-haired, fierce-looking lady. Okay, don't know who that are. Don't know who that is. Much. Friendly professional adventurers. We received your commission from the guild and we're here to help. Wonderful. I thought I was gonna die. Research is sacred. Highest calling. Additional factors are in my way. How I die if the research should fail? What? Independent researchers must apply for funding to conduct their studies. But using them means that you'll be assuming the social responsibility that comes with their use. To spend large sums and not produce any results, therefore makes you no different from a criminal deserving of judgment. Oh, okay. We got Fontaine. We got hardcore Fontaine legal, I guess just laws. Legal, I guess legality. Yeah, we got some hardcore Fontaine legality here. If I return empty-handed, I will almost certainly face at least a few dozen charges, including but not limited to wasting public funds and misappropriating academic resources. Such crimes will surely land me the harshest punishments, never mind the bankruptcy or the sullying of my name. If I am indeed judged, I might really die. Okay. Sounds way too extreme. So, is that why you put up so much more for assistance to help you? Fontaine sounds like a scary place. My homeland is innocent. It is those additional factors that are to blame. We get that it's serious, concerns your future and your life, will help you. What do you need us to do? Vibro crystal harmonics. Simply put, process of stimulating the elemental energy within gems and crystals and using this elemental power as a source of energy. Okay. Very practical. Precisely. Not long ago, when someone tried activating gems, they discovered that a certain wondrous resonance could occur between special types of gems. Vibro crystals, transmitter crystal, when the transmitter crystal half of the vibro crystal set has been stimulated in a certain way, it will release a certain energy that will trigger a resonance with the receiver crystal half. The two energies will stack. Harmonics. Critical stage in my work. Verifying the hypothesis. I got it. Yeah, prove that it works. Sure. Got it. Thank you. Precisely what needs to be tested. Just follow my instructions. This really does seem like what we do all the time. Paimon almost feels kind of bored. Wow. Is this a meta commentary, Hoyoverse? On what the player base thinks or feels? You've been more super strong opponents than you can count on both hands, so of course this sort of commission should be easy peasy. Liyue is truly an excellent place. I'm not from Liyue. I suppose coming all this way to save material cost was the right decision after all. I was originally worried about having to blah 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 blah. I don't care. I don't care. Once this is done, I shall use the remaining amount to hire a news writer to publish my results. It was good to get the word out there after all. Behold, Patrice's true value of the vibro crystals. Doesn't sound like the title of an academic essay at all. Titles must be strange and bizarre to attract the eye of the public and bring in investment. When that happens, we can even discuss bonuses. Okay. Commercial products. Share of the profit. Some of my share shall go to you. Contingent upon our research progress. My gosh, bro. Let's get it done quick. Yeah, stop with the dialogue. Stop! After that, we can go discuss this bonuses things with Mr. Patrice. During the Vibro Crystal Research event, you must split your characters into two parties for the challenge. Before you start combat, you may equip each party with a Vibro Crystal Harmonics schema. Combine transmitter crystals and receiver crystals to obtain different combat buffs. Okay. Each transmitter crystal can only project its radiation upon one transmitter crystal. One receiver, sorry. Each transmitter can only project upon one receiver. But each receiver can receive transmissions from 3 transmitters. Using different transmitter crystals to trigger receivers will increase their effects. Check the Vibro Crystal Harmonics description to see the extent to which these buffs may extend. As the challenge proceeds, successfully triggering the harmonic response, blah 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 blah, harmonic points. Strength will increase when they reach a certain amount, granting the buffs. The crit damage will be increased. If you do not trigger a harmonic response within a certain time period, the strength will fade. You must defeat opponents that constantly emerge to obtain points within the allotted time. Nemesis will provide more points. Different insignias. Got it.
Every journey has its
That's
final day.
sick, bro. That's sick. That's sick. Oh my gosh, that's so good. This is literally just Yakuna and Iki. Wait, this is literally just Yakuna and Iki. Except you just do a different,
Don't rush.
like, there's a different method of choosing your buffs. It's literally Yakuna. Oh my gosh, this is literally Yakuna and Iki. This is it, bro. That's it. Ging, ging on the ring, ring, ding, ding. Okay, what does this do? Wait. You gain a maximum of 1 burst receiver effect when you gain... Wait. You gain a maximum of 1 burst receiver effect when you gain... whatever. Blank stacks. When you gain whatever stacks of this effect, your character's elemental burst damage is increased. Okay, this is... Wait. Transmission will be triggered after a character deals damage to opponents with an elemental burst. Okay, that's EM. That's energy recharge. Skill. After character takes the field. Okay, burst damage, EM, ER. Okay, wait. That's it? Burst damage, EM, ER. Burst damage, EM, ER. You know what I could do? I could just do national. I could just do national. I just need sucrose, I guess. I can just... Yeah, so I'm just gonna do ER. So first is national with... Uh, let's see. With full ER, I'm just gonna do full ER, and then second would be... I don't know, I'll just do like Ayaka freeze or something. Okay, yep, national, and then sure, ER. Oh my gosh, wait, that's insane actually, what? Okay, I really hope these characters... Okay, cool. You know, I'll do this. I mean, I really wish I could, like, see their artifacts. I'm assuming all of them have an emblem, right? Yes. Oh, here they are. Emblem, please. You're not even gonna show me. Oh my gosh. I know their Venti's better. Like, for a fact, their Venti's better. And you know what? I'll just, like... I'll just do some wonky crap, bro. Honestly. Burst, burst, burst. And, yeah, this... It's gonna be super easy, I'm assuming. Oh, but I don't know what's in the... I don't know what's in the halves. Okay, is there any character with, like, procs or RNG? Okay. What do you mean by that, exactly? Procs. Like, a person applies a mark, and then if someone else attacks it, or if another character attacks it, then it does something? And RNG? Yeah, of course, there's tons of RNG in this game. So, alright, let me just... They give a chance of something different happening when you use a skill. No. No, I don't think there are, actually. I don't think there is a character like that. Oh, wait, I can see Emblem? Emblem? Okay, she has Emblem at least. What the fu- Okay. Whatever.
Witness the power of good. Torn to oblivion. Shine down.
Ging, ging, ging. Ow.
Time to act. No, my sword. Let me weave you. Nice and spicy. Illusion shattered.
Animal hypostasis.
What are you doing now? It's a, this is like part of an event where you just kill enemies. Oh my gosh, bro. My freaking... Like, actually, my, okay, I don't know what I was gonna say. Oh yeah, I know. Yeah, my ults are like coming back faster than I can cast them. Like the cooldown. My ults are coming back faster than the cooldown.
Witness the power of Gugwa. Rain out my... Torn to oblivion.
Powerful opponents will appear in 5 seconds. That's crazy, bro. That's crazy.
Let me weave you a verse. Now you shall perish. There is no escape.
Nice and spicy. Stand clear. Absorption test. Animal hypostasis.
Ring cutter. Torn to oblivion.
So even though your ultimate is charged, you can't use it because of the cooldown? Yes. Yeah.
A new job.
Think you can get away?
Favonius?
Take flight.
Favonius? Warbow on Venti. That is interesting.
Time for takeoff.
Interesting decision.
My apologies. Embrace the ice.
I should probably actually be using this. Oh my gosh. Yeah, this is going significantly worse than the other side. I swear. Oh my. Okay. Probably gonna have to redo this.
Take flight.
Can you show up? This thing is so annoying.
Let's dance.
This thing is so annoying, bro. Thank you.
You can get away. Let's play.
So this isn't difficult, it's just a DPS check? Yeah, I mean, that's like everything in the game though. Like everything in the game is a DPS check.
Time for takeoff.
Because everything is on a timer. So good.
Embrace the ice.
Okay, actually, maybe I can.
Yahoo!
Quake! Order guide you.
Maybe I'm not gonna have to redo this.
I'll protect us.
Take flight.
Oh, wow, I'm actually not. I'm actually not gonna have to do it. Nice! I got gold on first try. On my first try. Sick. Alright, and now I have to wait 11 more hours to actually do anything. So that's like super cool. Who are the characters with the most displacements / knockbacks? Yeah, so there's the okay, so there are elements and every character has an element. Okay. So let me just actually get to a better place. Let me go to my favorite place. My very favorite place in the whole game. Is it here? Okay, is it actually I kind of have to decide. No. No, I guess I don't. I guess I kind of don't. So, yeah. Every character has an element, right? And obviously, every element has, well, I guess not obviously, but every element has an archetype. Like, something that they're the strongest at, which is like what's true in most games. So, there's wind. Let me actually just pull it out. So yeah, there's fire, water, lightning or electricity, ice, wind, and rock. Rock or stone, I guess. And then there's the nature element, which we don't have any characters for yet. But the element that specializes in crowd control and knockback is the wind one. So this is Venti. He's the wind god. And obviously, I mean, you've seen that he has like a tornado, or like a vortex that sucks everything in. It's like a black hole. And let's see, Jean. Let me just pull some characters out here. So Jean is also anima.
Ready for anything.
And she can suck enemies in and then like throw them. So that's pretty fun. Okay. How about you come over here into the water? Come on. Come over here into the water. But yeah, all the Animo characters have... Okay, I'm just gonna leave you. I don't even care. Okay, well you just, like...
Wind, hear me.
I don't like you. Yeah, I mean, there are also elemental reactions. And the one that causes knockback is called Overload, which is lightning plus fire.
I swear by my sword.
So that one causes a lot of knockback, but only on like small enemies. I mean, of course, things have knockback resistance or like stagger resistance. If they're like super big, then they're going to be heavier. Like the logic is that they're heavier so they don't get displaced easier. Okay, yeah, let me just pull out the character art. The character archive. Okay, can I speak without my voice cracking, please? Alright, yeah, so these are all the wind characters here. This is everyone's favorite because he's like a wandering samurai. I mean, he's just really good. Like, he's the most broken one. Or the strongest one. The best one, I guess. Okay. Bruh. But yeah, I kind of wish there was like a preview of the character's skills so that you could see what they do without having to like look it up. So this is Sayu. She like turns into Sonic basically, or like a roly-poly. And she doesn't actually have any knockback. Yeah, she doesn't have any knockback or displacement. I'll just show you what she does. Actually, I'll kill two birds with one stone because I need to collect mushrooms. But yeah, I didn't give you a very good explanation of what each wind character does. Let me just give you the rundown here. Okay, so I don't know, I clicked on that. Okay, so yeah, she like turns into a roly-poly. He like sucks characters in, but also like jumps into the air. Like his skill allows him to like double jump, basically. And his ult is just like a wind tunnel. It's like a vertical wind tunnel, pretty much. That just applies an element, because the thing with the wind element is it has a reaction called swirl, which basically just deals extra damage of the other element that swirls it, and every element can swirl except Geo and Dendro, I guess, because Dendro isn't out yet, pretty much. This guy jumps up and down like a pogo stick with his ult, and he also has a dash. That. Okay. Yeah, he also has a dash that like deals damage, and it's good for travel. It's good for traversing stuff. And yeah, he has the updraft, like the updraft with his skill, and then the vortex with his ult. She has like the healing circle, and then she sucks enemies into her blade, and then she can like throw them, and then she just has like wide area of effect abilities, and her ult sucks in things as well, but not as much as his. And let me just actually show you what Sayu does. So if you just tap it, she just does a little kick like that, just like a little front kick. But if you hold it down for a little while, she rolls. Running around at the speed of sound. Okay, the mushrooms should have respawned by now. I hope I didn't take too long to actually show you what she does. Because I kind of waited a little while, sorry. Okay, the mushrooms have respawned. I don't really care about sucking people in, I just like tossing enemies around, lol. Hey, fair enough. Yeah, honestly, Jean is like the best for that. Jean would be the best for that. People call it the yeet. Like her skill they call the yeet, because she can suck enemies in and throw them, I guess. What word was I trying to project? No. Propel? Propel? Maybe that was the word.
I'm out of here.
Oh my brother. Can I just get up on top of the roof, please?
And away I go.
I don't need carrots. I don't know why. I don't know why I'm picking them up. Blub, 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 blub. Okay, come on. Okay, that's one spot.
Nothing but the breeze. The breeze
I'm out of here. Huh?
Yeah, okay, so Yunjin is an opera singer from Liyue. She's a Geo polearm user. Oh yeah, I forgot to also say that every character has a weapon, and there are 5 weapon types. So, polearm, it's polearm, sword, claymore, catalyst, and bow. And polearms are just spears, and claymores are just great swords. I mean, and I can just show you. I can just show you what Yunjin does. Real quick, let me just collect this mushroom. Ah. Okay. Yeah, I can come back, I guess. Does your dad ever watch you play? Like, does he ever watch my stream, or does he ever, like, come into my room and watch me play for, like, 1 minute? Because he's curious about what I'm doing. Both? Yeah, he doesn't really do either, honestly. I think he's probably, like... Yeah, he's, like, very rarely been like, oh, what are you doing? That's pretty interesting. Or like, cool, haha. Yeah, like, you know, whatever. I mean, my dad watches anime, so he knows, like, the aesthetics and the tropes and whatever. So he's not surprised about that. He's like, I don't know. He just kind of makes some comments. Like, he just makes some comments that are, like, obvious. Like he's just like, oh wow, they're fighting, or oh yeah, what? Oh, she's got powers. Oh, okay, got it. You know, like he just says something super obvious. Do you ever call your dad daddy? Nope. Okay, sorry, coughing. Okay, so yeah, this
A
is
walk would be nice.
this is Yunjin.
I'll scout ahead.
She honestly, Yunjin is probably one of my favorite characters. She's very pragmatic, I guess, would be the word for it. Okay. So she has a shield. Like, yeah, and her basic attacks, or her normal attacks, I guess, are very, very nice and nice looking and fluid. So here they are. I'll probably just show you by yourself. But yeah, she has a shield that she like activates, and the more you hold it, the more damage it does or whatever. And then she has these flags
Your grand finale.
that she activates. And it makes your character just do more damage on like on their normal attacks. So it's just a buff, basically. Just a good old damage buff, as in all. But yeah, very, very pretty basic attacks or normal attacks. And a very pretty design. Apparently, I mean, this is supposedly like a classic Chinese opera design. It's very nice. Very, very pretty. And what is it? I mean, yeah, you know, it's actually like clothes. Like she actually has clothes on, unlike a lot of other characters. Isn't Yunjin a Korean name though? I'm not sure. It probably is both a Korean and a Chinese name. But yeah, like, I mean, yeah, this is like the most modest outfit in the whole game. Modest female outfit, I guess. Except Jean. I mean, Jean is like kind of the same. I don't understand why they're sleeveless. Like, something I don't understand about this outfit is like, why does there need to be a space in between, like, her top here and her sleeves? Like, why? Like, why does there need to be a space in between? Like, just fill it in. I don't understand, but whatever. It doesn't take away from how good the outfit is. And her voice actress, her English voice actress, is a very nice, I do have to say. And they actually got a Chinese opera singer to like do some of the, like, to actually do the opera singing, but they have the English voice actor just do her regular lines. So let me just...
As the saying goes, you never truly know someone until you meet them in person. And at long last, I finally have the great honor of meeting you today. My name is Yoonjin, and I am humbled to be the director of the Yunhan Opera Troupe. We have been performing at Hayu Tea House as of late, and we'd be honored to have you attend a performance sometime.
Very nice.
Oof.
Yeah, this is like the Chinese opera singer that they got to voice the Chinese Yoonjin. Is like they have her sing some stuff. Definitely very odd.
Did you?
It's not. It's like definitely not. That sounds nothing like her English voice somehow. Yes, true, but the English voice actress didn't know how to, or doesn't know how to sing Chinese opera, which is a skill all on its own, different from regular singing, and also she doesn't know how to speak Chinese, even so. I mean, I think it's fine. I think it's fine. Doesn't really take me out of it. And I'm not really gonna hear her singing in... I'm not really gonna hear the Chinese voice lines that often, so... But yeah, bing bang boom.
Flags up and step.
Nice. Why do people like Eula? Like, what do you mean? What do you mean by... Like, why do they like Eula in general? Or why do they like something specific about Eula? Like... Or why do they like Eula as a character? Or Eula's gameplay? Like... I guess I can just say all of it. Why do they like her so much? I mean... She's a waifu, but also... I mean, her character is very... let's see, what is it? She's very serious. She kind of trolls the fudge out of people because she's all about vengeance, like... Okay, let me just show her to you. I mean, they like the way she looks as well. Her design is a little bit, let's just say risque, in my opinion. Yeah, this is Eula here. Yeah, she's got the thigh highs. And the skin tight, like skin tight thigh highs with the skin tight like booty shorts kind of. And then like the bare back here. And like, yeah, the booty, like... Aren't her fans crazy? I guess? I mean... I don't think they're any crazier than, like, fans of other characters. I mean, whenever they see Eula, like, whenever they see Eula fan art, they are like thighs, thighs, thighs. And what's funny is they're like, Eula's thighs are the best, even though, let's see, Mona? I think Mona, well, I mean, obviously, like, they're not as big, but... Like, they're not as big, but... I mean, I think they're like... She was the original Thigh Queen, I guess, but... Yeah, Eula is supposedly the Thigh Queen, even though Shen He exists. And she's like, whoa! Like, I mean, her hips are bigger, and... Yeah, I mean... It's... kind of like... Her thighs are bigger, too, but... Show me Miko, alrighty. This is Yai Miko. She just has a Shrine Maiden outfit, but what people really like about her is that she's very sassy. She's like, you know, she's like a sassy fox lady. And she also trolls the fudge out of people. I mean, I guess Eula doesn't really troll the fudge out of people. I don't play, but when I saw her video, I was tempted to play LOL. Fair enough. Fair enough. Yeah, sassy, mischievous fox lady. That's it. Her English voice actress is really good as well, though. I do have to say, all the English voice actresses are, or actors, all of the actors are really pretty good. Actually, yeah, all of them are good. And what was I saying about Eula? Yeah, so she doesn't troll the fudge out of people, but she's like semi-serious. Like her whole thing is vengeance. Her catchphrase is vengeance will be mine, and she says that about like everything. So it's that's like part of her personality, even though I mean she kind of says it semi-seriously. Who is Sarah? Oh. Yeah, she's like the captain of the army, of her army. And she's also like she's like a mega simp for her as well, for the Electro God. And you know, we got the like what I don't, this is such a weird outfit, but I don't know, maybe it is historically accurate. I don't know what the fudge the point of these like cotton balls are, or they're like rabbit tails or something. But it just, you look at it and it's like, what the fudge? Like these stick out so much. It's a little weird. But yeah, we got the Disney princess. Well, is she a Disney princess? She's supposed to be like a master tactician, commander of the Watatsumi army. But she's also like a mermaid princess. It's a little weird. She looks 11. I don't know about that one. I don't agree with that, but I mean the thing about these character like showcases is there's nothing to scale them with. Actually, that's a problem in a lot of anime art, is like you see a character by themselves in a in an environment where there's nothing to scale them with, and you're like assuming she's like 4'2". Okay, maybe like 15. Yeah, maybe. I mean, her outfit is a little bit, a little bit scantily, a little bit, revealing, let's just say. Yeah, like these, okay, like this is her underwear. These are her panties. Like she doesn't have pants. Just her face, and she looks short, but not Klee short, lol. Yeah, I mean, she is short, and she does have, like, a young face, but, I mean, that's anime. Like, anime in general have the characters with youthful faces most of the time, I'd say. Like, this is Aloy. Are you Miko's simp? Nope. Otherwise, I would have her. Enkanomiya. Enkanomiya. Yeah, any questions you have about the game, I can 100% answer all of them. Ging ging. Okay. I'm not gonna answer that question. I'm not even gonna repeat it. Come on. Why do you make me do things like this? Or why do you type things in chat like that and try to get me to say them? You said you would answer any question about the game. Okay, but that's weird, bro. That's like a... Oh my gosh. That's like a fetish question. Hold up.
Wouldn't gliding be faster?
Okay, never mind. I like these visual bugs. I think your dad's ears just burned red. Okay, stop. He's not at my door, bro. He's working. He's making phone calls. He's on that grind. He doesn't have time to fudging stand outside my door and listen to me repeat the weird things that you're typing on my stream. Yeah, the music, I like Enkanomiya's music. The best. Like, this is my favorite. This is like the best, the prettiest place in the game, in my opinion, honestly. Actually, Watatsumi is pretty good. Okay, is there no music here? There might be a little area here that doesn't play any music. I like how it's still spinning. Like the center. Okay, you don't even know. You don't have your computer specs in your Twitch, yeah, because they're not like the best thing ever. It's okay. I have a GTX 1070 Ti and an i3 or something. I don't know. I don't remember what my processor is. Maybe it's an i5. I don't fudging remember. I have a bad computer. I want to upgrade this year. All right. Nice. Yeah, honestly, the computer industry is doing very well since so many people want to upgrade their computers so they can play better games or make better videos or render faster or whatever, right? I'm scared because stuff is so expensive. Yeah, that's true. I mean, you could buy... Sorry. Like, you could buy it... You could buy a pre-built and it would be cheaper than... I mean, I think I saw one service that was being advertised on YouTube that's like, oh, this pre-built PC is better than all the parts combined. Like, it's better than, it's cheaper than you buying all the parts by yourself. And, that sounds pretty good to me, honestly.
Here we go.
Because usually it's more expensive. Okay, I can't even get up there. Okay. Huh. Okay, wait, this is going to be, let's just say 19. So that's 12 plus 7, which is 12. 12 p.m. I like that Serpent's Bowel area. Okay, you want me to go back? Or I'll go back. You like the music? Oh my gosh. True, it is. It is very pretty. Wait, have you seen Watatsumi? Have you seen Watatsumi Island? Because Watatsumi Island is basically this, but like twice as colorful, I guess. We just go back up. Yeah, this is the mermaid princess, the mermaid princess's place. This is her, temple? This is the temple, I guess? Obviously, it's not like a temple for her, but... You know, whatever. Yeah, it's like there are giant clam shells. that surround it.
Wouldn't gliding be faster?
I just want to get to a better viewing point. Is there anywhere that looks like an ugly witchy bog or swamp?
Huh?
No, I don't think so, actually. Maybe, I mean, the closest would be like Wolvendom. Pretty waterfalls? True. Yeah, very, very pretty. Let's see. Swamp. Is there anywhere that's like a swamp? I mean, there's a marsh, which is like not the same thing. And it's not really like ugly either. I mean, swamp. Hmm. Um, I mean, it's not ugly down here either. But it might be like the closest thing to a swamp there is. So like, yeah, like down here. The caves. You just came to say hi before I sleep since I see you were streaming. Hey, thanks. Welcome. But yeah, this is probably the closest to a swamp there is. I think. Yeah, it's this area and where else? But yeah, I hope I hope you have a good sleep. Hope you have a good rest. I hope it is very fulfilling. And I hope you feel rejuvenated when you awake. Yeah, this part too. There's this. This is like the closest thing to a swamp, I guess. Is this what you were thinking of, Life Alert? Oh, I like it. Yeah, it's pretty. I mean, there are like fireflies and everything. Yeah, there are fireflies and yeah, I guess just fireflies. Never mind. But yeah. I mean, I guess this is pretty much like a swamp area. Bro, get the heck away from me. This is deeper. Let me go deeper. Okay, or not. Ow! Jerk? Alright, well, there's not much else for me to do in the game, so... Okay, I just hit 20 resin. So I'll probably just spend that and then log off. And who knows, I might come back later to learn Unity some more. to learn Unity on stream some more if you are interested in that.
Wouldn't gliding be faster?
And actually, if you are interested in that, then I could probably just end the stream and then start it back up again. Just to, like, separate the VODs. Because I don't want to have to highlight it to export. Okay. Can't you make chapters? Yeah, I mean those are automatic, but I'm saying I'd have to highlight it. I'd have to highlight the stream to export it to YouTube because you can't export specific chapters. I don't think. Thursday. Okay, yeah, it's just more. Just gotta get more ley lines.
Wouldn't gliding be faster?
Illusion shattered!
Yahoo! Here we go! Time for takeoff.
I must collect myself.
What the heck, bro? You're a jerk. What a frickin' jerk. Whatever. I'm gonna have to. I'm gonna have to go back to a statue anyway. Because of OCD. I don't like leaving my characters at not full health when I log out.
Wouldn't gliding be faster? Brace yourselves. Out of my sight. Think you can get away?
There is no escape! Inazuma shines eternal!
Yeah, bro. She is tanky. She tanky, bro.
Winter shall eventually come. Go!
Very nice. Okay, well that's my 160 resin for the day. And what else is there to do? Nothing. Nothing. There's nothing else to do. Unless I want to level up my Hu Tao right now. Which I don't. Which I actually don't really want to do, so. Okay. Do I want to spend Mora? Do I want to spend Mora?
Toodaloo.
I just did that. Why do I open it back up again? Ging, 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 ging. Okay. You know what? Oh, I actually don't need to do this. So, never mind. In order to complete the battle pass. Watch this, watch this. Okay, hold up, hold up. Okay, hold up. I could have sworn this worked before. Okay, nope. What about this?
You're also here for Monster
Okay, no.
aren't you?
No, nope, nope, nope. Okay, it's not working anymore. Great. Should I wish? Should I wish for a character on this banner? Let's see, what am I at now? What pity am I at? I'm at... I should be at, 40? 40 pity? Six times 6, 36. I think you're bored. Okay. I'm kind of waiting for your input. Like, do you want to watch me do Unity? Do you want to watch me learn Unity? Or do you want me to keep playing this, or like, what do you want me to do? It's kind of up to you. 38. I'm actually at 38 pity. I forgot. Whoops. Okay. You know what? Ah. 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 Do I want to... Let's see. How far am I away from the 4-star? Not far. Great. No. No, I'm done. I'm done with that.
Shine down.
Okay, it's completely up to you. Do you want me to learn Unity? Or, like, do you want me to stream myself learning Unity? Or do you want me to... Sounds like you wanted to take a break? Alright. Well, yeah, I mean, it's not that I want to take a break. It's just kind of that I was going to take a break. But yeah, I guess I'll do that. Never mind. Alright, yeah, that's it for this stream. Thank you so much for joining me. Let me check this. Actually, let me just obsessively check this, please. Yeah, never mind. Never mind, that's fine. Alright, yeah, that's it for this stream. Thank you so much for joining me. Thank you for spending your most valuable resource of time in your life on watching my stream. And have a good one. Thank you, Life Alert, for watching. Because you're, like, the only person that watches this. Alright, bye.